Hey. It's been a little while. You can see my mom's little doggy right there. But if you guys follow me on other social media, y'all have known a couple years ago I was dating a guy. Not dating him anymore. We broke up a few days before 9 month. He was letting his family influence him a little too much. In a bad way. And I was trying to help him do good, and I kept on asking, I was like, why are you so scared? Like, why are you and your sister so scared of doing good? They're like, he couldn't give me an answer. He let his sister influence him a few times and asking me why I was cheating on him, knowing I wasn't cheating on him. And at the time, I was working 2 jobs. I was working 7 days a week. I had no time or energy to want to do that. It never even like crossed my mind. Like, we brought up once about like cheating and all of that, and all of his exes cheated on him. I never did. Pretty much all the guys that I guess dated were interested in other people than me, more so than me. He let his sister convince him and ask me, he's like, hey, are you cheating on me? Knowing full well I wasn't cheating on him. And we were about a week of moving into an apartment with him, his sister, and this other girl. And he asked, I couldn't get a hold of the other girl who was on the lease, because he didn't want to take the chance to go with the second chance apartment to get his eviction stuff, I guess, cleared or corrected, however you want to see it. And his sister had a couple of things on her record that was going to make it hard for her to get an apartment on her own. And I told him, like, these second chance apartments are designed for you too. I told him, like, my brother was in the same situation. He had both of your things combined, and he was able to get an apartment. Like, was the security deposit a little bit more expensive? Yes. But he was able to get an apartment on it, like, in his name. And they're like, well, it's going to be harder. It's like, no one said it was going to be easy. It's like, as someone who has no credit, never, like, rented outside of her parents' house, actually, like, legitimately, like, signed the dotted line, is able to get an apartment, so can you. And I got it approved twice. Like, I had no credit, no, like, legitimate prior, like, apartments that will back me up with renting. And he was like, well, it's going to be too hard. It's like, well, life's not fair. You have to pick your battles, and this is one you have to do. And he doesn't want to correct himself. So, and I had enough of it, and I called the apartment. I was like, hey, I can't get a hold of the other girl. I'm going to have to pull my application, and that was that. And then we had a conversation that night. And that's whenever he was asking me if I was cheating on him for the second time, and I was like, no, you know I'm not. And his behavior was adding up to what cheaters usually do. And, like, me giving him the benefit of the doubt that he wasn't cheating, I continued to be with him. And I was trying to see the good, but it was very, very hard. And I told him I mentally cannot be with somebody who keeps on accusing me of cheating on him, knowing I'm not cheating on him. And he was like, well, you never cared about me before. I'm like, dude, this is why I cannot be with you, because you're a manipulative little bitch. And so we broke up that night. And I told him, I was like, you come near my family, you come near either of my workplaces, I will press charges of harassment, and I will have you and your family arrested. Do not get in contact with me or anyone I know or work with. And the ironic thing is, one of the guys I work with, because I work for a school district and our local zoo, And one of the guys I work with at the zoo personally knows his family because of his grandfather. Because his grandfather rented one of the houses that that his family used to own, and so that's how they knew each other, and that was the only contact that he would have had to get in contact with me. And I told him, like, don't even try going through him, because I'm going to tell him to go screw himself, because I wasn't going to deal with it, and I didn't want to deal with it. I wanted that part of my life out of me, like, away. I know a lot of people might think, like, oh, well, you're being petty, you're so, like, having it in your life. It's like, well, me talking about this helps me cope and deal with a stupid decision I made. And I hope that others can learn from this and hopefully see the red flags if they're going through a similar situation. So that's why I talk about it, is in hopes to help others who may be going through the same thing or something very, very similar. So, yeah, and it's been a little while, and I haven't been with anyone for a year and a half now. In July, it will be 2 years. I'm in a better place, despite COVID. I'm in a better place emotionally and mentally, in that sense. I did end up getting a new car since being with him. Things are slowly but surely looking up, despite the whole bullshit. But yeah, that's just a little update for me for right now. I know I keep on probably saying this, I am going to try to put out more videos. It's just going to deal with timing. I am on Christmas break with my district job. With all due respect with COVID, I am hoping I'm able to go back in January. I am still going to claim that I'm an employee with the district, because of the fact that the superintendent went to the board of trustees and saying, hey, our employees are frontline employees because we are risking our health to help provide education to these students. And in the sense that we need some sort of compensation for doing this. Will it help with me financially? Yes. But these kids' education is a lot more important than the amount of money that I am making, to be honest. And because I personally want to become a teacher, I'm taking a little break from school. I'm trying to better myself, because I also had a family emergency back in August, right before school started, like literally right before school started for the district. And I've been struggling to keep up with my schoolwork, being motivated to do my schoolwork and all of that. So I have been formally dismissed from my university. As of right now, I am appealing it, so that whenever I do decide to go back, I will be able to go back and actually be more mentally prepared than I thought I was. Because working full-time, having 2 job titles, it was a school district, and being a full-time student does come off very overwhelming, and other personal life situations. So, yeah, it's been a tough year in that sense. So, yeah. Again, I'm hoping to put out more videos for you guys.